You are not broke because you spend too much. You are broke because the system was engineered so that you would never get ahead, no matter how much you earn. Here is the part nobody tells you. Your salary was never meant to make you wealthy. It was designed to make you dependent. And right now, in this video, I am going to show you exactly how that works, with numbers, with psychology, and with the kind of clarity that will make you look at your next paycheck completely differently. Stay with me because the next few minutes might be the most financially important thing you watch this year. Let me introduce you to Marcus. He is 31 years old, lives in Austin, Texas, and earns $92,000 a year. By every standard metric, Marcus is doing well. He is in the top 25% of earners in the United States. His LinkedIn says Senior Product Manager. His Instagram shows weekend trips to Denver and dinner spots that require reservations. And yet, every Sunday night, Marcus opens his banking app and feels a quiet, creeping anxiety that he cannot explain. Here is why that anxiety is not irrational. It is actually the only honest response to what is happening to his money. Marcus brings home roughly $5,800 a month after federal and state taxes. Sounds comfortable, right? But before Marcus even decides what to do with that money, the system has already decided for him. His rent in Austin, a city whose median rent jumped 28% between 2020 and 2023 according to the U.S. Census Bureau, runs $1,750 a month. His car payment and insurance together cost $620. Groceries, gas, his phone bill, and streaming subscriptions account for another $580. Student loan payments, because Marcus did everything right and went to college, take another $430 every single month. That's $3,380 gone before Marcus has made a single conscious financial decision. He has $2,420 left. But then dinner out twice a week, a gym membership, his annual Amazon Prime renewal broken down monthly, the work clothes he needs to look the part, and suddenly Marcus is sitting on roughly $200 to $400 of actual discretionary money every 30 days, on $92,000 a year. This is what financial researchers at the Pew Research Center confirmed in 2023. Nearly 57% of Americans describe themselves as living paycheck to paycheck, and that number includes people earning six figures. The salary trap does not discriminate by income, it scales, and that's not an accident. Here is the part that should genuinely unsettle you, and I want you to sit with this for a moment. Every time you got a raise in your life, did your financial stress decrease? Be honest, because for most people, the answer is no. The raise came, the relief lasted maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then somehow, quietly, life got more expensive to match. Economists call this lifestyle inflation, but what it really is a trap with an automatic reset button. Think about how this plays out in real life. You land your first job at $48,000. You get an apartment you can finally afford alone. You upgrade from your college car. You start eating at places that have actual tablecloths. Then you get promoted to $67,000. The apartment feels small now, the car needs replacing. You deserve it, you worked hard. So you sign a lease on a nicer place, $400 more per month. You add a car payment of $350. Now you get to $85,000. You're thinking about buying a home. The bank pre-approves you for $380,000 because that is what your income supports. You buy it. Property taxes, HOA fees, and a mortgage consume what rent used to cost, except now you also maintain the property. Every single step felt like forward momentum, but here's what actually happened. Your expenses grew faster than your net worth. Your income increased by 77% from $48,000 to $85,000, but your monthly obligations grew by roughly the same percentage. The gap between what you earn and what you spend, stayed almost identical, and that number is the only number that actually matters in personal finance. A Federal Reserve report from 2023 found that 37% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency expense. Not $4,000, not $40,000, $400. That statistic exists across income levels because the trap is not about how much you make, it's about how the system ensures that most of what you make is already committed before you touch it. Now here is where Decoded goes a level deeper than most financial content will take you. The salary trap is not just an economic phenomenon, it is a psychological one. And the people who designed the consumer credit system, the mortgage industry, the auto loan market, they understood human psychology long before behavioral economists gave it a name. Consider this. When your rent is $1,800, you do not feel that $1,800 leaving on the first of the month the same way you would feel handing $1,800 in cash to a stranger. It is automatic, it is expected, it has been normalized. Your brain does not register it as a loss. This is what behavioral economists call the pain of paying, and automatic payments are specifically designed to minimize that pain so you keep spending at a level that benefits everyone except your future self. Now, add to that the social dimension. In the United States, lifestyle is visible. Your car sits in your driveway, your zip code is public, your clothes, your vacations, your home, they are all legible signals of success. And research from Harvard Business School shows that Americans systematically overestimate the wealth of their peers based on visible consumption. You look at your colleague's new Tesla and assume he is doing great financially. He is likely financing it at 7.9% APR over 72 months and has $1,100 in savings. The system leverages your social instincts against your financial ones. You spend to signal status, you borrow to maintain appearances, and you work harder at your job, not to build wealth, but to service the obligations that your lifestyle now requires. This is the trap in its most complete form. You are not just financially locked in, you are psychologically locked in. And the salary, the steady biweekly deposit, becomes the one thing standing between you and a reality you have been conditioned to fear. I want to give you a single exercise that will show you exactly how trapped you currently are, and I want you to do this honestly, right now, in your head. If your employer called you tomorrow and said your position has been eliminated, how many days could you maintain your current lifestyle without touching credit cards or borrowing from anyone? According to a 2023 Bankrate survey, 56% of Americans could not cover 3 months of expenses from savings. Nearly a quarter could not cover 1 month. If your answer is under 90 days, you are not living in financial security, you are living in financial proximity to security. There is a difference, and it matters enormously. Because here is what that number actually tells you. It tells you who holds the real power in your employment relationship. When you cannot afford to lose your job, you cannot negotiate your salary effectively. You cannot turn down a toxic work environment. You cannot take the career risk that might actually change your trajectory. You are, in the most practical sense of the word, not free. The companies that employ you understand this. This is not a conspiracy, it's just incentive structure. A workforce that needs its paychecks is a predictable, manageable workforce, and the entire architecture of the American consumer economy, the credit system, the housing market, the auto industry, the student loan complex, works in coordination, not by design of any single villain, but by the compounding logic of systems that profit from your dependency. So what do you actually do about it? Because Decoded is not here to depress you. We are here to decode the system so you can beat it. The first shift is conceptual, and it is the most important one. You have to stop treating your salary as the goal and start treating it as the raw material. Income is an input, wealth is an output, and the conversion between the two requires one thing the system is specifically designed to prevent: a gap. The gap between your income and your expenses is the only engine of wealth building available to ordinary people. Every dollar that does not get absorbed by lifestyle becomes a dollar that can be redirected into something that generates returns: index funds, real estate equity, a business, or simply an emergency reserve that gives you back your negotiating power. The second shift is behavioral. You have to make the gap automatic before your brain has the chance to spend it. This is the same psychological mechanism that the system uses against you: automatic deduction, now working for you. Before your paycheck touches your checking account in any meaningful way, a percentage moves to a brokerage account or a high-yield savings account. Not what is left over, what comes out first.
The third shift is the hardest because it is social. You have to become comfortable with the idea that visible consumption is not the same as financial progress. The neighbor with the bigger house and the newer car may be further behind than you are because debt is invisible and net worth does not show up in your driveway. The people who break out of the salary trap are not the ones who earn the most. Data from the National Study of Millionaires, conducted by Ramsey Solutions, found that 80% of American millionaires came from families at or below middle-class income levels. They broke free not through inheritance or luck, but through consistent, boring, unglamorous gap maintenance, spending less than they earned and directing the difference into assets over long periods of time. Now, before you go, there is something quietly building in the American credit and housing market over the next few months that most people are completely unprepared for, and we have already broken it down in full detail in our previous video, which you should watch right now. If this breakdown hits differently and you want to keep understanding money the way they never taught you in school, subscribe to Decoded. We decode the psychology, the systems, and the real mechanics behind wealth, so you stop reacting to your finances and start understanding them, one video at a time. See you in the next one.